All right, we're live.
Are we cool or?
Whatever you want. You have to go on the screen.
Are you gonna say freshman ambassador?
Question.
Yeah. Are you gonna say freshman ambassador? Well, let me put it up. That's fine. Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody to our UC Magic Fest competition. My name is Tyler Griffith. I'm the CEO and student leader of the Imagine Center. First, I would like to recognize before we get started that this is not an easy competition by any means. These participants have undergone a day and a half to come up with these ideas, problem solve, pivot, and figure out solutions. So, we have to very round of applause. I would also like to recognize the judges for coming out. Thank you for taking the time out of your Saturday afternoon for coming here and participating, and also the keynote speaker and the mentors that took their time to come and help you guys build your ideas. So, and then one more, thank you to the UImagine ambassadors for all the work that you guys do. This wouldn't be possible without you guys, and we all know how much time and work it takes to build a competition like this. So the way this is going to work is each group will have 4 minutes to present. 2 minutes will be for Q&A from the judges. They'll each get one question. We have a bell. There's the bell. There's a bell right there. So when you see Ben raise his hand, you guys have 1 minute left. And then when he rings the bell, your time's up. Just stop there, and then we'll continue with Q&A. So let's get started. First up, we have Strala.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace Montana, and this is Strollo. So the theme this year is protection, and we're interested in protecting people's physical and mental health. So in America, a really big problem is how much we sit. We spend 6 to 8 hours a day sitting, whether that's in the classroom, at your 9-to-5 job, or in the car. And according to the CDC, only 1 in 4 US adults is getting the exercise that they need. So we decided that's a pretty big problem to address, and what better way to address it than nature? The majority of Americans enjoy nature, enjoy spending time in nature, find it relaxing. So we have designed Strollo, a wellness calendar to help you move more, stress less, and reconnect with nature.
So our solution is going to be, you're going to be like a yearly calendar. So every month is going to be a theme based on season, based on certain events like cherry blossom season, spring. So each week the individual is going to get like a normal, like a prom, like 20-minute prom, 20-minute prom every day. This is a normal standard calendar. When we realized that not everybody's capable of walking, so we designed like a different calendar, it's like a 5-minute prompt, and people who are not able to walk as much, they could just look by our windows to have that nature aspect.
And as for distribution, we're thinking of giving this calendar to doctors who can give this to their patients at their annual wellness visits. So that patient isn't just hearing, sitting is the new smoking, and then the patient forgets about that a couple days later. It's hard to remember things and keep consistent habits. With this calendar, they would have prompts throughout the months, throughout the year, that they can integrate into their lives. So they can add their work calendar to our Strava, to our Stroll calendar. They can add their family calendar in. So they can look at this calendar and go, okay, I get off work at 5 p.m., I'm picking up my kid from band lessons at 7 p.m. In between, oh, I still need to get my 20-minute walk in. What a great time. And it really works well for longevity because you have it so easily integrated into your life. And the following year, your doctor can say, hey, how's Stroll going? Which prompts are working for you? Which aren't? Where can you improve?
So for cost logistics, we estimated for 400 units, like about $6.80. Since we're focusing on like environmental preservation and eco-friendly, we're going to be using like recycled cardstock. We're going to be going on a path of nonprofit. So to promote that, to help with that, we're going to be using a platform called Raise. It has like a toolkit for nonprofits for them to promote their business and have donors and etc. to help with the transition.
And this isn't the first sort of organization like this. There's organizations like Park Prescription America that are partnering with doctors to give online email reminders to patients to go on hikes. So we could probably present this calendar as a prototype for them to use with their existing network of doctors. And we also just have some studies on here of how nature really benefits people in the workplace. Just taking a short pause from your workday to go into nature to go for a walk can reduce your stress, your cortisol, and improve cognition. And lastly, in case some of you are wondering, we are considering an online version of this calendar as well. A Stroll calendar that can sync up with your Google Calendar or whatever you prefer. And perhaps, again, in the future, creating it. Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Yes. Questions? Yes. You actually just got it from the bell. I was wondering your thought on an app perspective or that kind of technology.
We're looking into future directions on this, but we're hoping to use inspiration from health apps like Book and Strava. These kinds of apps already exist where you can log walks and join groups of people with similar interests, give kudos to friends. So we would want to use that kind of model as our setup.
So before it's an app,
We were thinking of physical copy.
it's a physical copy.
Yes.
So how does that get distributed or? Maybe I'm asking this question.
No.
Like, is there a plan for how that gets, like, do people go into a Staples and buy that? Do they buy it from the doctors? What, is there a thought on, I guess, how you distribute the product when people are buying it and where they get that?
So we're thinking it would be free for patients. Again, this would be like their annual wellness checkups that their doctor could give to them as a physical copy. We're also thinking about distributing this maybe in nursing homes or local free clinics like the Phoenixville Free Clinic, just to get it started and see how useful.
So when does the $6.88 charge come in?
That would be
That was just for like producing one calendar for us, just with like the eco-funding materials and all
That's
that.
your cost.
Yes, just producing. We didn't really calculate anything about like on margins or anything.
Okay.
It's a production cost.
because it's more of like a public health service rather than something that we're trying to make a profit on.
And since it's like a non-profit too, we're just like looking for donors to promote it and we don't really care about commission.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And then we block the microphone.
Next, we will be having Genexia.
Yeah. No. I mean, you can just also work on
Okay, so my name is Jack Lasana. I'm a maritime major in biology treatment, and I kind of just want to establish like my business. So the business name is kind of called Genexia, and because to the answer of what I want to protect, I want to protect like the human body because your body is very valuable, and understanding like how certain things affect it is very important. So like your genes and like what comes in your body are very important to understand. I kind of like go into the conversation. So DNA editing is more so like a process that edits the genomes of a living organism. It can be through various methods. One of the methods is in/ex vivo. This is kind of like your standard injections, or like they take DNA samples from your body and kind of like take that one sense and then put it back in your body. This like helps treat diseases. But so far, this is mainly used in monogenic like organisms like diseases. So like sickle cell anemia and kind of like Huntington's disease. It doesn't really affect currently like asthma in a sense. It doesn't help you with diabetes and other things. So to address these concerns, I kind of want to make innovations to the technology that we have currently, kind of like establishing like a higher way and like a method of treating wide range of disorders. So here we have a graphic. This graphic kind of goes into like detail of people who are born with monogenic disorders. So here we have all the different countries, and as you can see, these ranges are pretty high. Because like if someone's being born with these diseases, I would like for a way to be like help them. But these are kind of like sick monogenic disorders, so we can help people with these disorders. But currently, in contrary, we have polygenic disorders, which would be these. So some of these would be cardiovascular, ADHD, type 2 diabetes. Currently, there's not technology that helps people like genetically modify these things and like count the genome, which is why I want to develop that technology. So this business model is kind of like in the sense that like these people who have this sort of, they want help, but they can't get help from anywhere else, which is where we come into play. I want to like have certified professionals with like the necessities and like the tools to help these people like cure the diseases. So professionals who have like the technology, they're certified, they kind of go through a different step of like certification to obtain like the skill set to modify wide range genomes. They'll kind of like go out, they have the tools ready, they kind of go in like their van, they can come to your house and kind of perform the edits. And we kind of like accept these like payments through payment plans. I'm thinking maybe like, so like to have the materials, it is pretty expensive, so I'm thinking probably like 1,000 like as a standard payment. But you can obviously like circumvent this through insurance and like other methods through payment plans, subscription services, and other ways. Calculating how much money the average person with disease is pretty hard tricky because there's not really exact correlation between your median income and how much money you have. And we include those things. So to promote this, I kind of want to like do like standard marketing. It was standard marketing, kind of like going through promoting to like hospitals, making sure it's on social media, make sure it's well known. So like people who like have the disorders like know where to come from and like know to come to us when they need something. And in the future, I kind of want to like make this like an app that's like widely recognized and like accepted. People can like kind of like download the app. If they need a service, they kind of like press a button, it comes to them, and you can kind of like treat them in a sense. But even further, I think the technology to like kind of standardize the process will be developed further down the line, maybe like a decade or two, but it's currently not available.
How did you come to this as what you wanted to solve?
Well, I studied biochemistry, so like I'm kind of like more in tune with like genetics and like how like biology works. So like I kind of like I was kind of like doing a research project for biology, and like gene editing was one of something similar. That was kind of research. I didn't like fully understand it yet until I researched it, but it was kind of like coincided with a research project I was doing at the time. So it's when we come to that.
I mean, would you see this being tied into doctors or hospitals or more research or?
I think the research needs to be done to move it to the doctors so they can start learning the procedures and stuff like this.
All right, next we will have retractive rope.
My company that I decided to present is Retract Rope, the world's first ever retractable jump rope. So here's the overview. It is a retractable jump rope with a dual interior storage. The handles lock together and form a baton. It eliminates tangling and optimizes portability. It's ideal for fitness enthusiasts, travelers, and gyms. So the problem is jump ropes get tangled all the time. You go to most gyms, they'll be all wrapped up or on a wall tangled together. You gotta find your way to get them out. So my solution is to create a jump rope that retracts in on its own handles and locks in a baton for easy and convenient storage. The benefits is that it's compact, clean, and tangle-free. So here's the market opportunity. The jump rope industry has been on a subtle incline since 2016, currently valued at $2.24 billion, with very little change to the products in the market. Consumers demand high quality and convenient products. So here's my cost. To create the handles, it will be between $1 to $2, and to create the mechanism in order for it to retract on itself, it will be about $3 to $5 per unit. Then you have the assembly cost and you have the packing and shipping. So overall, the cost to make will be anywhere from $5 to $11. And all this information is coming from factories that I have talked to in China in order to try to get a prototype made. I'm probably going to sell this product for between $25 to $35. With that price going down, the more jump ropes I can buy. My competition, there are a few luxury products that are on the market, like the RX Smart Gear Evo G2, which is a high-end jump rope that sells for $165. But all it does, it's still a normal jump rope. Same thing with the Rogue, same thing with the Elite. Those two are around $35 to $30 without my mechanism for it to lock into place. So I got this idea my junior year in high school when I go after a wrestling practice to get a jump rope arm pin. It's all tangled up. I couldn't get any. So over the past year, I've worked with Imagine Center to develop this idea. I've talked to multiple gym owners, Division I athletes to spread interest and awareness, and to possibly get my foot in the door for when I can make this. Currently, I'm working with Echelon Fitness's R&D team in order to create my first ever prototype, and my patent is under review right now. So who's on board? Multiple gyms have already agreed to pre-order my product, including Acres of Strength, Everfit, and the Ursinus gym at the school, along with the Ursinus wrestling team that's already pre-ordered 30 individual units. Now, I'm working with Neil Plotkin. He is a guy who helps create and develop products and gets them onto QVC. Now, he has been instrumental to developing of this product. Echelon Fitness, as previously mentioned, has been helping me with my patent research and has helped me find a way to create my product. So this is my marketing plan. As previously stated, I'm working with Neil Plotkin, who is big up in getting products on QVC. Now, a QVC appearance generates $500,000 worth of marketing on show per average show. So I'm very confident that once I get this product up and running, I can get on there eventually. Furthermore, I'm talking to multiple social media influencers such as Sean Medina, who has over 10,000 followers on both Instagram and TikTok. He said as soon as I can get my prototype, he would love to show my product. Additionally, NIL, I've talked to multiple student athletes. Now, how can this protect it? How can this help us protect together? Inactive people have about a 20 to 30% increased risk of death compared to people who are sufficiently active.
Great logo of it.
Thank you.
How do you see this affecting, your market looks like it's a little bit for the older demographic. Do you think of the younger demographic as well?
Oh, 100%. And I think the jump rope market is really for anybody who likes to be physically active. It's one of the easiest ways to get into extra cardio. So I know, as a wrestler, I know wrestlers use a lot, boxers use a lot. So I definitely think, especially nowadays, with how people like to have things a lot more convenient, that this will fit our market perfectly.
One question I had, and you got into it a little bit, was competition for, again, the fitness world is a high product, high
Absolutely.
marketing area. I mean, there's so many. And again, when you're looking at products, and how did you come up with that big, because you talked about it a little bit, the price point of what it costs to make, what you're going to charge, and then you show the high end, which I'm shocked that anybody would pay $165 for a jump rope, right? But did you do any research to know that you're in a good spot with that price point relative to, I can get an old school jump rope for probably a couple bucks to the point of a high end one that's 165. Is there any research to say that people are going to pay that kind of money for that?
Yes, nowadays, if you market at least these jump ropes as a high quality or even speed rope, people are paying upwards of $20 to $35 for them, depending on the weight it handles, depending on how quick it says that it can turn. So an average market for one of these higher quality ones is between $20 to $30. So at the $25 to $35 price range, at least that's my initial one. And that's, again, all depending on how many I can get at one time, because that will lower the costs of production. I'm in a very good spot at this price range. Thanks.
Now we have ready rights.
Good morning, everyone, or actually, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jordan Spady. I'm a sophomore here at Science College, and I'm a double major in business entrepreneurship and dance. And today, I am pitching Ready Rights, your power, and your protection. Imagine being in a situation where you feel like you're being treated unfairly, but you have no idea how to advocate for yourself. Well, actually, 60% of Americans cannot correctly identify their First Amendment rights. And this percentage goes higher the younger the age group, and the more marginalized the community, the higher the percentage goes that people don't actually know what rights they have. And learning your rights is not accessible, it's not taught, and it's not relevant when it is taught. When you learn it in third grade, you learn some of your rights, and then that's about it. And that's why my solution is Ready Rights. It's a fun and innovative way for everyone to learn their rights so you can have it on hand in any situation. So it is a kit partnered with a digital hub. And basically the kit comes with illustrated Know Your Rights guide. So it's a simple way, fun way to teach people your rights. It's for any age group. And then a what to say when card, right? So what to say when you get pulled over by a police officer. What to say when somebody posts something without your consent. So basically these cards will like kind of teach you how to advocate for yourself in certain situations. There'll be like creative reflections and regulations, so like you can apply it to your actual life. And then also there's a digital learning hub that will come when you get the kit. There will be QR codes, and it'll go to the website, and you'll have videos from lawyers and other people. So just more fun ways to like learn about your rights in an easy and very accessible way. So here's like a larger picture of the prototype. So the kit, what comes in it, and then sort of like a home page for the actual website. So my audience, it's a pretty large audience. Ages 10 to 28, so that's grade school to college students, educators, parents, community organizations, and institutions, because again, you need to know your rights as an elderly person, you need to know your rights as a child. It doesn't matter what race you are, it doesn't matter what community you're a part of, everybody does need to know their rights. So the revenue model, so the streams of revenue I have are the individual kit sales, which is $29 per kit, and I got this price based off of like what comes in the kit, how much it would cost to make everything. The monthly subscription, so to get like new things every month, and depending on like how much stuff you have in the kit, $7 to $12. The bulk of the sales will come from partnering with huge organizations, so like institutions like schools or community-based organizations. $18 a kit wholesale. So for example, if a school were to buy 200 kits for their students, it would be $3,600. And so the next step for another stream of revenue would be an in-person workshop working with the kids with different kinds of communities. There's really nothing like it on the market. So my comparative advantage is the American Civil Liberties Union, which is basically for every state. It's a website where you have your rights, and where the rights for like every state that you have as a human is listed. It's pretty lengthy, not that accessible to everyone, but it is there if you do go look for it. And that's why Ready Rights is the perfect solution to this problem, because it's for everyone, it's accessible, and it's just a fun way to learn how to advocate for yourself. So I, again, am presenting to you Ready Rights, your power, and that equals your protection. Thank you.
So go back to how this is presented to, say, kids or parents. What makes it fun? Like what makes it engaging when you are going through the meeting?
So the fun and engaging part about it is that it comes with like super like easy but also interactive ways to learn about your rights. So I'm not like giving you long documents to read from and things like that with complicated like language or anything like that. It's illustrated like Know Your Rights guide. So there's fun illustrations on it, like different scenarios to kind of teach you what rights you have in like different situations. And then the what to say when like cards also have like script like nice illustrations on them. They're easy scripts. So like again, like telling you exactly like what you could say to a police officer or to a school official or to whatever, like in terms of like whatever you're going through. And then the creative reflection things will be like little journal entries, like to help you kind of like apply this to real life. The regulation part of it is like if you are in a stressful situation, little things in it to like help you regulate the stress and emotions that you're going through. And the digital learning hub also like has the videos and has the things that, so it's like very visually attracting and super interactive rather than just like searching through documents, trying to find somebody to help you like learn about these things. It's supposed to be like, you know, applying to you and fun.
Do you see this mostly as an educational tool? Mostly through schools and colleges, and that's the main direction of what it's going?
Yeah, I think that's definitely where I'll make most of my money. Like I'm hoping that like different communities can use it and everyone can benefit from it. But in terms of money, I think like I'm directly like marketing this to those big institutions so that they can be like distributed across communities and students and things like that.
And there's little competition of this product being out.
There's really like in all the like when you want to learn about your rights, like in certain situations, and you want to learn how to advocate for yourself, it's just so much like lengthy documentation and kind of like hard to read language, which makes it like super not accessible to like every group of people, especially when you don't even know where to start, right? Like when you're in a situation where you have no idea what your rights are or what, like, how you can combat this. And so it's kind of just like, definitely bridging the gap of accessibility, like, to knowing your rights. And it's for everyone, like, every single human being has rights. And so it's definitely a good product in that way, I would say, if you want to learn about it in a way that's not, you know.
I would imagine you would need a certification to teach like what laws. Is there like a certification you would need to meet in order to sell this actually?
Perhaps not a certification because your rights are public, right? So like you could access all of this information and sort through it yourself. I do think though, like with the website, like I would love to like partner with lawyers and things like that so that they could have like personal videos helping you and so that I wouldn't actually be relaying that information because I don't have a law degree, right? But like things like that.
Next, we have Chef Site.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaya and I'm here to present Chef Cycle, ending food waste one meal at a time. Chef Cycle is an app that focuses on food sustainability and reducing food waste. With my app, it's to help use the ingredients that you purchase at a grocery store and my apologies. With the app, it's supposed to help you shop for specific ingredients and then also track what you use so that you can reuse it in the future so you're not having food sit in your cabinets or your refrigerator that end up either going spoiled or you just don't know like other ways to use it. With the foundation for the app, it suggests recipes that you can look through. There are preferences to the app, but that's part of a different presentation for my website. With the meal that you choose, you can add it to a grocery list, which is in the app. And then when you go shopping, you can check them off. You can also add additional groceries to your shopping list. And then after you're done shopping, it gives you a step-by-step cooking instruction so that you can complete the meal with the proper measurements. The main feature would be AI helping you remember what you still have in your cabinet and reminding you whether it's daily or weekly, like, hey, you still have these items, how about we use them to make something else? The way it would work is after you're done shopping, kind of as I said before, it would show you exactly what you need to do to make it with the measurements and the time. You would press finish and then you would close the app, whether it was later that day or later that week, it would send you a notification expressing to you like, hey, here's another meal that you can make. So when you open the app back up, it would show you another meal, but then there would also be a box that expresses to you that you should have these ingredients left over. Then it would list everything again with the ingredients, the time, prep time, total time, servings, and whatnot. And the cycle would repeat where it would add those ingredients that you didn't originally have onto the list so that you can go shopping for them. For the people that I'm targeting would be students, specifically college students at a budget, busy professionals, people who will have bigger families who will have to cook for multiple people and have to figure out what meals they have to make, and environmentally conscious consumers. For my business model, I do plan to use a subscription. You can download it free. It would only give you limited access to some of the things on the app, but if you pay $7.99 a month or $19.99 yearly, you can unlock the full ingredient memory loop, which is the thing that tracks specifically what you're using when you cook, additional dietary filters, and exclusive premium content. We also plan to leverage high margin partnerships with local grocery stores, delivery services, and meal kit companies for seamless fulfillment, creating a strong revenue stream. When I did the research, it seemed like for just a basic app that uses AI, it would be about 30,000. So if I were to just rely on subscriptions, that would be about 1,501 people to 3,755 people. For some competitors, it would be Olio and No Waste. With No Waste, it's more focused on reactive monitoring, so they kind of warn you of like, oh, this food's about to be expired, very close to the expiration date, while Olio more focuses on how to redistribute the food that you make, so it's not focused on the recipes or the ingredients that you buy, it's more focused on how you get rid of the waste. So for that, you would take a picture, it would send a notification to the neighborhood.
So in your thought process, I mean, this is for families, right? How did you come up with the idea?
I thought about my own home. My mom has 5 different lemon pepper seasonings sitting in a spice cabinet. 2 are probably full, 3 are probably expired. And it just made me think, because when I do go home every once in a while, I get frustrated myself knowing that we have so many groceries that aren't being used, especially going into my grandmother's freezer. She has plenty of meats that have been frozen probably for a while that I know she could probably cook, but they continue to go out and buy additional groceries. And I also kind of thought of my own situation. I do have multiple allergens, and so I wanted something that could kind of like help me cook different types of meals because of how limited. I have 25 oral allergens. So it was kind of a mix of the stuff that I see that's left in my house and like also my limitations on what I can eat and trying to diversify it with.
So based on that, you see more of an economic need, or people will spend on this because of the allergenic or the clutter factor, for lack of a better word?
The clutter factor was definitely.
Is more the driving factor.
Yes.
Next, we have Cole.
Hello, my name is Addison Hessler, and this is my app, Pole. So I'm a student athlete here. I actually play 3 sports here. And in high school, I played 4 varsity sports. So I was a dual sport athlete in the spring, and I felt like sometimes I was more of an object, and like it's like I want her, no, I want her, instead of like maybe what does she want to do or who does she want to come see. So I missed a lot of things my senior year because of this, because I was treated more of an object rather than a person. So the problem with this is that 96% of student athletes feel like they're just a roster spot or a jersey number. This also leads to 30% athletes feeling like they are going to kill themselves. That's an alarming number, to be honest. I polled my teammates, and we kind of came together and said that the colleges think that they're talking to 50-year-old people. They think that we are just like them and we have everything figured out. The reality is we are 19 years old, 20 years old. We have no idea what we're doing, and we just are trying to survive. So we came up with an idea together that we need someone to check on us, someone to make sure that we're okay and that we know that we're a person. My solution is my app called Pole. It is a secure app that is available on most cell phone services. With this app, students will get daily check-ins, and they can even notify their coaches or athletic trainers. So this is our homepage, and then you will click and choose an emotion that you feel. Then it'll take you to the further page where you will kind of elaborate on your feelings. You can choose to send it to your coach, athletic trainer, or anyone really you want. You put an email in our settings. And you have a subscription if you want it. that you could send it to 2, 3, 4, how many you wanted. My business model is as follows. Basically, athletes need to be heard and know that they have a place to go when they feel like no one's listening. We will also have an online store that you can get our merch in with our logo and social media. Again, athletes just feel like they don't have anywhere to go. And they also, with our generation specifically, growing up with COVID, we don't like talking to people face to face. We'd rather kind of hide behind our screens. So this allows athletes to convey how they feel, but also like not have to have that hard conversation with their coach. Numerous organizations around PA and the world deal with this. There's an organization here called Morgan's Message. It is a nonprofit that helps to kind of get rid of the stigma around mental health and help athletes know that they're not alone and that they can do anything they think. So in comparison to other apps, I was actually shocked that there's only 2 other apps anything like this. They are both podcast formatted. So you listen to a video based on how you feel, and that's about it. There's no area for athletes to be like, I feel this, or I wish I could tell my coach this. It is strictly just listen to what I have to tell you. My app is also a premium subscription, as I mentioned earlier, so you could choose to have the free option, or you could pay an extra amount of money to get it where you can have unlimited amount of people you tell, which is different from both. So yeah, that is cool.
So if you were feeling a certain way at a certain time, does it happen right away, or someone can you are having a hard time at that moment? Can someone be there for you, kind of on the spot, almost like when you're chatting someone, someone's right there?
So it's more of like a Google form or something where you fill it out and then it would be sent to your coach if you choose. So it's not particularly for like broad mental health. It's more of like, I feel this way and I want my coach to know, or I just want to keep track of how I feel based on maybe if you're having a workout one day, you don't feel too great about it, or something else.
Is the plan to market this to the athlete, to the coach, to the schools, to the athletic departments, to the, who do you want to target towards as your end user that's going to sign up for this or buy this?
So my hope would be that the larger universities and athletic programs in general would use the app and pay for their students to have it. So like maybe an athlete's like, hey, I saw this, maybe we can try it. I know that I play on the softball team here, and our coach, she would be all for this. We have so many like meetings and weekly meetings of like, how are you doing? So I'm sure she would love this, but I would hope that the athletic programs would want to support their athletes.
Next we have DMB Designs.
Hello, my name is Daniel Nyongo, and my brand is DMB Exotics. DMB Exotics is a brand with purpose. The main focus on the brand is to promote, to not find drugs. When I grew up in Philadelphia, I been exposed to drugs on my way, friends, family, and I've seen the negative effects it's caused to people that I care about. And I'm trying to just change the narrative of drugs with no lives with my brand. The problem, drug culture in our communities. In many cities, including Philadelphia, drug use is a part of everyday life. It's normalized in music, fashion, and in streets. Young people grow up thinking it's just a part of culture and that it's just normalized. But I see it as being broken potential and pain loss. The message, do not buy challenges via that drugs are cool and normal. Every piece of clothing will represent just to show that don't want to support them. So, a reminder that we have to follow the path. And the slogan I will have is awareness is real. The movie. Awareness through fashion. Some of my goals with this brand is to give a portion of the revenue to rehabilitation facilities, collab with social media influencers, athletes, etc., in order to amplify the message and change the perspective of people. Statistics. Philadelphia's overdose rate in 2022 was approximately 90 per 100,000 people. In 2023, there were 1,315 drug overdose deaths in Philadelphia. In 2024, there were 1,052 unintentional fatal overdose deaths. That would be reported. I believe that spreading awareness in any way can help lower that percentage, and I just want to help in my community. Prototypes, these are some of the shirts I would add. The D&D logo right there, the designs and stuff. And then pricing and competitors. The only other brand that I'm aware of that like is similar, that is popular enough to be there. The main difference I would say is they're as inconsistent with their clothing materials. Some could be like polyester and others would be like cotton. My brand would have 100% cotton. And my pricing for t-shirts would be 25, hoodie would be 50, sweatpants would be 50, and the sweatsuit would be 75. Dare uses education and police involvement in order to prevent drug usage. My brand will focus more on streetwear as a conversation starter to funnel resources for rehabilitation. Thank you.
Great message. So the pricing that you have there is for the material itself, but the actual awareness of the program will need to be much bigger than just merchandise. What do you see yourself doing as a launch? Because just seeing the logo on a shirt, you're still going to be confused. So what do you see as a big launch that will establish that?
I would have campaigns. I would promote a message on social media, and I would give 20% of the earnings to rehabilitation centers.
I agree, it's a great message with your pricing. What was your process in coming up with that? And is it nonprofit, or are we trying to earn profit, or what is your thought on what that goes?
I am trying to earn profit, but ultimately I just wanted to give profits to rehabilitation centers and just give back to my community.
Next we have database.
I'm Charles. I'm Nick. And this is DataVist, a movement for digital independence and everyday protection. So the problem Nick and I identified was that data awareness hasn't kept up with data collection. Domestically, here in the United States, citizens feel unprotected and uninformed about why or how data is collected on them. As you can see in the left corner, a study by Pew Research Center says the majority of Americans feel as if they have little control over data collected about them by companies and the government.
Across borders, data is being moderated, stored, and sold. Yet most people have no idea of what's being collected or how to protect themselves. So, for example, in the EU or Asia, there is a big policy that they collect devices ID, SIM ID, phone numbers, call and data reports, location, contacts, camera, and microphone data, and they often store for 6 months to 2 years.
So inspiration for data awareness. My inspiration was a first-hand account of high-class data protection from my internship in DC over the summer, where my boss had traveled overseas and he was required to leave his cell phone, laptop, and email at home. And he had them replaced with burner devices and accounts that were unable to be breached of data. And then this ultimately made me think, if officials need this level of security, what about us?
And for me, as a frequent traveler, it's important to secure my data. And I realize that people often don't they don't know that by simply pressing the join free Wi-Fi button and accepting card-written terms of condition, that will take a while to read. It could lead to your data being sold. And what is a database? It's a diagnostic platform that scans devices to show how and where a people's personal data is being tracked. A learning tool that explains digital risks and privacy laws in clear everyday language.
And it's a security companion that assists users to reduce exposure through personalized recommendations, a bridge between digital citizens and the protections only experts and officials get to use, and a partner-ready software designed to integrate with identity leak detectors, virus scanners, and cybersecurity tools to create a unified privacy ecosystem.
So what about impact? It helps travelers secure their personal data at home and abroad with a travel mode protection plan. It teaches what data is collected in each country, show how apps, networks, and governments use your personal information.
DataVist also ensures users know their digital rights and privacy options. It also focuses on cutting down the grip data brokers have on vulnerable individuals and devices. So for our competitive analysis and possible partners, we have LifeLock, Incogni, and Bitdefender. And all three are possible partners for us, and they each have their own strengths and weaknesses, as you can see there. And our blue sky idea is to partner with all three of these and create a unified data security ecosystem for the common good.
Here our cost to build this business, and plus how much we will possibly make. And here you can see the subscription plans that we will offer.
Protection of data is vital for our generation because, as you can see, the data brokerage market is currently estimated at $333 billion. By 2029, the project is going to be $400 billion.
So, it's great because of all kinds of protection and your data. How do you get the trust of consumers at this point? How do you?
That's a good question. So the ultimate goal is to partner with like a more powerful software such as like Norton or something along those lines, so we can have that firsthand customer base that already trusts the diagnostics they run.
Going back to your one slide about, I guess, the cost to start this.
Yes.
Is not a little number.
Yeah.
So what was the thought process with that? Where did you come up with?
So
or knowing that yes, it's not a little number.
Yeah.
What are you thinking there?
So first of all, there is we have to pay professionals who will develop the platform. In the US, we're trying to build it in the US and pay US workers. The hourly range is around $100 to $145. But in Europe, it's around $46 to $50 per hour. So this is include the cloud AI maintenance, and here the kind of like the approximate volume per month that we would have to pay, and yeah.
So have you thought how long it's going to take? So if you need that kind of upfront capital,
yeah,
to get to here to your potential subscription plan and market value, I mean, have you thought through how fast you have to ramp this up to do?
We haven't, but we're probably, it could take a couple of years to build the trust and plus to.
I mean, it is a great, relevant topic down
Next, we will have Ken.
Hello, everybody. My name is James,
My name is Bogdan.
and I'd like to introduce you to our company, Canopy Care, the protection above, the care below. So, as you all know, deforestation is a huge problem, especially in today's world, and it's also turning into a new issue, which is the disappearing tree canopy. So, 15.3 billion trees are cut down each year. That means 0.5% of all trees in the world are lost annually. Dead trees also pose serious safety and financial risks to individuals and communities, as dead trees are more likely to fall down during storms, they're more unstable, and falling branches can harm individuals. And that means like $1 billion is spent on storm damage. There's also lost benefits to the because of the decreased tree population. First one, there's a loss in air quality improvement. Secondly, you lose the natural air quality, natural air conditioner aspect of it. Trees in urban settings actually decrease the temperature in cities by 4 to 9 degrees Fahrenheit, which is a pretty cool statistic. And also, you lose the stormwater management and increased biodiversity benefits. The conventional approach to solving this crisis in ailing trees is by moisture meters, which measure the moisture in soils. The issue with these ones on the market is that they're boring, plain, kind of not sexy, and overcomplicated. The consumer is not going to look at that toolkit and want to buy it. It's not going to appeal the actions. So we have a solution now, the Canopy Care moisture meter. This moisture meter is festive, decorative, and also solar powered, so it meets multiple needs.
So like James said, it is solar powered as opposed to being battery powered like the previous one shown. This means less maintenance. It is very simple and easy to use. You just stick it into the soil and let it run. It is very effective and long lasting. So the way it works is through the Canopy Care app, which gives you access to real-time data about the health of your tree. It also uses an AI assistant to show you the best logical next step in improving the health of your tree. Also, if your tree is too far gone, meaning it is about to die or is already dead, the app helps you connect with landscaping companies, which can take care of the tree before it falls and causes serious damage. This leads me to our second product, which is the Canopy Casing. This is the casing for the CCMM, which is easily swapped and serves to fit the aesthetic of your yard. It is made from recycled rubber from used tires, and we have different options for each holiday season. This is our Halloween collection, but we also have a Christmas and Thanksgiving collection. This leads me to our revenue model. So the competitor price for moisture meters is between $10 and $50 based on how professional grade they are. We are looking to sell our CCMM devices to retailers for $30, which they can sell for $50 later. This is a 33% margin for us.
And we also sell the casings to retailers for $3, which is a 67% margin because the cost is $1 an inch. And we could also, the most majority of our money we made from the individual casings and referrals to landscaping companies that can do their work. So protecting the trees isn't just about admiration, it's about actual maintenance, and we believe our products can add a decorative element and while also preserving the native trees. Together we can be pioneers in making protecting our trees fun and easy. Thank you.
Thank you. Would like to answer any questions.
You're, great, creative, I like it. Who you marketing? You're marketing to Joe consumer, or landscapers, or both, or Home Depot, or?
So these, this product was obviously we're supposed to more to market to consumers because most consumers aren't gonna buy this like a moisture meter, but when
you said it wasn't sexy, I didn't know what to expect.
By making it like this, we kind of fills two needs. People like to decorate their yards, and I think that doing this can give them more incentive to use this product so that they can maintain their trees.
But we're ultimately looking to serve homeowners. So for your personal backyard, for your personal tree, to take care of the tree before it falls down, ruins your house, causes damage. But also we can reach homeowners through the already standing landscaping companies by reaching out to them, and that would also help them because we are evaluating the health of trees. And if the tree is dead, we are helping the landscape company get more work.
So how many homeowners have one of these devices?
I don't think it is very popular. Most of them are used currently in professional
gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
it is not in the homing area, which is why we're going.
Right. So this is a brand new product that, because I've never heard of it, I don't have any. So it's a brand new project.
Yes.
I'm sure you thought of solar versus plug-in. We're talking about trees and shade. How you see that as getting as much solar to get it?
So the thing doesn't have to be extremely close to the tree. It covers a area as wide as the tree's roots go. So it doesn't have to be extremely close to cover the sun, if that's what you're asking. Thank you.
All right, last but not least, we have Bridge International.
Hi everyone, my name is Jay Notley. I'm an international student from Trinidad and Tobago, and today I'm going to show you my company, Bridge International, and I'm going to bridge the gap of international students to getting jobs after college. So there are over 200,000 international students who graduate from U.S. colleges every year, and there's a lot of confusion around how do I stay in the U.S. and maintain a job. 40% report struggling to find visa-compliant jobs. I don't know if you know, it's hard for me to get a job as a teenager. You go to your local ice cream shop, I've got to get a summer job. I can't do that. I'm only allowed to work out of Sinus or the institution that my visa is registered at. It's really hard to find companies that hire internationals and that sponsor your actual visa. So my company is going to bridge that gap for students. Our solution is a hybrid agency and a digital platform that helps internationals transition smoothly after college. It forms a three-way transaction between colleges, companies, and students. Our target audience is going to be students in their senior year or recently graduated, companies seeking reliable and qualified candidates, and college career offices that assist international students. Majority of college career offices in this country do not support international kids in getting jobs after their master's or even their undergrad. So our impact and our metrics, we're gonna have job placements within 6 months, H-1B visas, which are work visas, if you guys don't know. I'm currently on an F1 visa, which is the typical student visa. And we're gonna have an H-1B visa success rate, which is the hardest visa to apply and get. Student satisfaction, and we're also gonna use alumni network to help these students get jobs. So how does it work? Students sign up on the Bridge International website, leave a short profile, what they want, their graduation date, and most importantly, their visa status. They get paired with one of our advisors and mentors from Bridge, and they receive a customized post-graduation transition plan, whether it be a job, internship, OPT, whatever it might be. They then connect with verified Bridge employers open to hiring international graduates, and these colleges also connect with students on subscriptions to get students placed into jobs, successfully getting students. So this is a mock revenue. My business model is going to be subscription based. Let's say I have 500 student plans. The premium, which you get your own advisor as opposed to the regular plan, and then colleges and also employers have their own plan. So this is just a mock-up revenue, what a month can look like at Bridge International. Our projections are that it grows 50% increase again. This is just a mock-up. Institutional employers generate the most revenue despite fewer customers due to higher pricing. Students at premium student plans provide steady baseline revenue, and all 4 tiers grow at similar rates, showing balanced expansion across market sectors. The end goal is to empower international students with clarity, confidence, and community, helping them bridge this gap and between education and opportunity. It also is to create a solid pipeline for international students to secure jobs after college.
I think it's a great idea. Presentation really, really well. You've got a good model for the revenue side.
Yeah.
But I'm sensing from what you're telling me, you're gonna need some upfront
Capital.
because you're gonna have employees or advisors in place, employees in place. So did you think through a plan for?
It's going to be expensive. It's going to be upwards of $100,000 just to get it running. Salaries, reaching out to schools, marketing, all that stuff. It is expensive.
Yeah, my question was, your marketing plan, how are you going to reach?
I mean, the students is what's going to drive this. Without the students, there is no company. Whether it be through the companies itself, if I get a partnership with Indeed or LinkedIn or something like that, that filter to say, look, I'm on F1 visa, I want to be on H1 visa, who's going to sponsor me? Yeah, it's really, it all depends on the students. And I think that if colleges get involved, it's a even bigger deal because it means a lot more to me if my college career coach here at Science is looking out for me with Bridge International to get me that job so I don't have to go back to my home country and then start all over again.
Is there any competition or someone who's already doing this?
As of right now, there is nothing. You can go on LinkedIn, you can filter a job and say like, oh yeah, I'm an international student, but it's all very cool. Same thing.
All right, great job, everyone. We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna have the judges debrief in the other room, and then you guys can hang out there, grab some dessert. We'll bring you guys back in and have the award ceremony.
Not being
Yes, we move yeah, you can move
You might I mean, like adjustments, so you might adjust. This is Mia. Hi, Mia.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you. Everything went well?
Yeah.
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 So you go close by? We live in Haddonfield, it's over the, right over the Peter Bridge. Right over there. Yeah, so we did we watched your pole vault last night,
Yeah.
the track team.
Yeah, I'm an ambassador. So I do a lot of the social media marketing.
I love this program, and this is the thing I was most excited about for her.
It's a great program. We're just more constant with hiring. So we're working on finding a successor and want to, like with the Apex initiative, put entrepreneurship even more into the curriculum.
Definitely. I mean, personally, as a student, this has been such an awesome opportunity, and I love that it opens up so many opportunities to develop your own ideas. So it really is great program.
So we'll try to tap your insights, same with Tyler.
Yes.
And go forward.
Oh, yes, for
The search.
yeah, I actually meant to talk to you about this issue. I never got an email for that.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, perfect, awesome.
So just be set up.
Great, great.
Try to regroup. Lots of things.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I understand you guys are all very busy.
Yeah. But
All right.
no, it's all good.
Yeah, good. It's good to have you
Some
here.
good candidates.
Yeah.
This is great. All right, I need to make quick.
Yes.
Stop.
Yep.
You're right. It's all right. All right.
We got this big finish. So saying that, but all that's left is a big finish, so you can see the awards.
Yep, the judges are deliberating in the next door.
The judges are deliberating what a sentence there. Must mean it's a hard call, huh?
Yeah. That's.
Max, do you know where Tyler is? They're looking for him. The judges are looking for him.
I do not. He just walked out President Gramble a day or two ago.
Any chance you can get the study?
What?
Any chance you can get the study?
No, I have a King's exam and a CAT exam. I'll let you know that.
Yeah, let's do it like for about it.
To catch up on my notes. Do you help with anything? Oh, good job.
Someone got they acknowledge that. Some have card posters, some don't.
Well, wait, did you ask Ben about that?
Yeah, that's how you do it. You do imagine scholars. See what
Does it? Are you asking or are you saying it does? No, it's fine.
Mr. Bonpensa, we just want to give you this.
Oh, thank you.
As a thank you.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank you.
very,
It's fun. It's always
late
my pleasure.
notice, so, yeah, we'd be happy to have you again.
Yeah, definitely. Anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime. You can fit it in, we'll be here.
Yeah, sounds good. Awesome.
It's like it's like and so I always saw it downstairs like without suspension. Like you lace it off.
All right, well, you guys did excellent. All you guys, for a day and a half of work, you guys all presented great stuff. Again, it's not easy to do this. It is very challenging. But you guys did it, and now you guys know the process, and this process applies to any idea, any problem. You guys can figure it out now. Do you guys, oh, one more thing. Next semester, we had Bear Innovation. It's a similar competition to this. It's over the course of like a month and a half, 2 months. It's just like UC Madden Fest, except you have about 2 months to work on your idea and present it to judges like we did now. You can win $10,000 in cash prizes. We have a first, second, third place prize along with a Ready, Set, Go and best oral presentation. So there's a lot of money to be won there. It's a lot of fun. So you guys can use your ideas from here and develop them a little bit more over the course of the coming months and then present there. But if you guys are interested, reach out to me, Maureen Cumpstone, or if you know any of the scholars, reach out to them. We're here to help. So.
After everyone can just stay around, we're gonna take a picture out there from the center, so everyone can just stay around after.
Yes. And thanks again to all the scholars, the judges, mentors, and speakers that all supported this competition. So let's get a round of applause for them. All right, so third place prize, we have Canopy Care. Sure. So you guys hold the check. We'll snap a quick photo. Obviously stay around after so we can get some photos.
You want more of the check, or you're just sit next to it?
These are not real checks either. You guys will get the checks.
what, Tricia, that as judges,
Oh, yeah, we're good.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
as judges, all of you were fantastic. We appreciated doing this. We thought everybody did a ton of hard work, a lot of energy, great ideas, great enthusiasm. So you're all winners. There are no losers.
It was very hard, and it was really great to see young minds working this way. It's very inspiring. Love the energy, love the thought, and I feel inspired, so thank you.
Thank you.
All right, second place, we have Bridge International.
Absolutely. Good job.
Which is myself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then first place, we have Ready Rights.
Congrats.
Thank you guys all for coming out. I know it's tough to take time out of your Friday night and Saturday, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something from it, and I hope to see you guys here next year and potentially in Bear Innovation in the spring. For the participants, we have little gift bags over here. Please take one. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Can we get real quick a picture, first, second, and third, and then let's get a group picture.
That's up.
Whatever the photographer.
Let them
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
And then everybody
Let's do that in front
Can we have everybody file out to the registration table so we can get a big group photo?
No, you're really good. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. You spoke into it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, I just a little feedback from judges. And that definitely should be used because they really want to back and talk about it. So just those. Yeah. Great job, guys. Great job.
Good job, guys. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Success.
You guys are, you want to take? Yeah, sure. I'm Jim.
Yeah,
right. First and last.
He is apparently on every board.
Oh, yeah? Oh, nice.
I don't know if we can really. Yeah, but this is kind of, because you're gonna. Thank you.
Close. Yeah.
First, last, whatever, and then you're,
Two,
three.
one more.
Whatever you agree.
Thank you. Thank you.
Preferably every sentence.
Nobody's not gonna get upset. It's okay.
They just have to, they signed up for it.
I know, I know. Like, there were just so many. It's hard. The kids.
Guys, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Great job, guys. Where do you check? This box right here.
We have to take a picture, don't we? Everybody, you just
Rest
With
of 5,
everybody?
6. That's it.
Yeah, outside guys. Oh,
And then part 1.
that's what everyone's waiting for, right? Hey guys.
Yeah.
Everyone's waiting outside to take the picture, so can you?
Should we bring this?
Great idea, by the way. I really enjoyed it. It was tough, but a very important topic.
Thank you.
Thank you for your help, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey. Thanks for checking everything up, Ryan.
That was funny. He walks in that door and then turns around at the same time you came, like it was just swapping people.
Courtesy to run their own show for the most part.
I know, yeah. I didn't realize that Maureen wasn't going to be here for this one, so when I saw it was just entirely run by the students, that was really interesting to watch.
Not popular director, you know, it's got a few, but I think it's just students are a little less intrinsically motivated. And so I'm put in touch with Maureen. Maureen shapes things over time, so students feel ownership.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, shaping power, how the event goes, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Well, it's to have this entire event just be emceed and run and everything, you know, but that was pretty good.
Exactly right. Thank you for supporting them. I said student run, but then here you are running everything.
In the background.
And then we could do it, outside. I'm so glad Jaden plays. I was hoping to win. And I can have a trees, like, I guess. Yeah, like, yeah. Great. That's not like.
So that was my question. But at the end of the day, I didn't.
Thank you, Mayor.
So there's still food out there?
Yeah, I'm finishing up the soggy Caesar salad. Tastes like it's been out for a while.
I think it has. Let's steal something before I go back down to the wrestling tournament.
Yeah. Throw it out if you don't eat it, so.
Thank you very much, as usual.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were just talking about how this was the first one that I've been to without, seeing Maureen and just seeing you run the show, and went great.
It's the first time she's ever missed a competition or.
I know, yeah, but
This was very new.
it still ran super smoothly with you